here.
Chicks here.
Hi, guys. Sorry, distracted by food.
Yeah, we were.
We have had a recent request for us to discuss the difference between expediting versus regular transportation, regular trucking. And so we're going to take a couple minutes to kind of talk about the differences between those. First and foremost, in expediting, we are chasing revenue, okay? As opposed to in trucking, other transportation, you were chasing the miles. So basically, the more miles you run, the more money you're making. Expediting is a completely different animal. You were chasing that revenue. And we'll, I guess, talk more about that. We should really
Paid
do a
per
whole,
load more than you're
It's more of a
necessarily paid per mile, sort of.
because you won't always in trucking you may run 5, 6, 7,000 miles a week. I'm just kind of making some numbers up, but over here you
That's
may
true.
run 1,500 or 2,000. So you don't necessarily want to get paid by the mile over here. So that's why it is revenue based.
Yeah.
Dispatch systems. In trucking, it typically is going to be a forced dispatch system. So the carrier's going to dispatch you the load, what you're running it for, where you're going to, how long you have to get there, etc. Over here, none of it is forced dispatch. So you are going to be offered a load, and or it's going to be posted to a load board of which you could bid against other teams for that, negotiate that freight. So you do have more options with expediting versus us saying, here's where you're going and here's where you're going for. You have some options to kind of run the loads how you see fit.
Yeah, absolutely. And expediting, just by the definition of the word, means you're trying to get something someplace as quick as possible. And with the two carriers that we run from, Panther Premium Logistics and FedEx Custom Critical, again, when I say most, I mean a majority of their trucks have teams in them again. So that expediting means that truck can be running constantly. One driver goes in the sleeper, the other driver picks up where they left off, and that truck can get there a lot faster. Don't get me wrong, you still have time built into these loads, so it's not like you don't have time to stop and shower or stop and go to the bathroom or stop and eat. That's not what we're saying at all. But by virtue of having a team in the truck, that freight moves exponentially faster, and you still have time built into the load so that you've got leeway to get there. So you're not just going like, and I drove a tractor trailer, and I did drive per mile and was forced dispatch with a company. So I understand that the difference between those, and that's the main difference, is you are the master of your own domain, so to speak, in expediting, and you're the one that's going to choose where you want to go and what you want to haul. And if you don't want to do it, you don't have to do it. You're going to want to take advantage of freight and stay moving on that, but again, you don't have to take anything that you don't want to. You will also have a lot more downtime, like Delina was saying in this, because you're not going to run 7,000 miles a week. Now, we did between 6,000 and 7,000 miles a week when we ran OTR, and all we did was see the world out the window. You guys have heard me say that before. Yeah, we had a great time, but every time we saw anything, all it did was it went right on by. Hey, that was pretty.
You do have a lot more flexibility in the lifestyle of expediting,
Yeah,
for sure.
Absolutely. So it's not quite as stressful. And like, just to piggyback off what Delina was saying, that's exactly right. So when we drove tractor trailer, we made X number of cents per mile. So boy, you wanted those miles. And this one, you're making significantly more per mile, but you're also getting paid per load. So you don't have to sweat over the miles that you're driving. So you will make the same money running half the miles, if that makes sense. So that's the main difference between expediting and just running regular OTR freight when it comes to that. And again, with our model, it's all teams. So everything is split, and the truck can move 20. Technically, if you can do your logs right, your truck can run 24/7. Without that, you will reset running an expedite truck just by virtue of the fact that there's going to be weekends where you're not doing anything. So
And you can get out of that truck and enjoy yourself.
Exactly. So the clock management's not quite as intense as it is when you're running a tractor trailer, and any of you have done that, understanding rolling reset, you working off your recaps. You don't do that as much in what we do. You'll only do that if you just happen to stay that busy and you go coast to coast, which happens, and we have teams that do that very successfully. It's not the norm, but it does happen.
One more big, well, it's not a big difference because we've recently branched out into this, is the type of trucks. We do run, a majority of our fleet are the straight trucks. In trucking, it is tractor trailers, much smaller sleepers. We do have custom sleepers all the way across. We have recently broke out into the tractor division. We have several on the road now. We will, I imagine, continue to grow that that side of the fleet, but just the type of equipment.
Still teams though. So
Yeah,
all of our
absolutely
tractors
still
are still
teams.
running with teams.
But with those sleepers, again, they're all custom sleepers, and that's not necessarily something you would typically find on the other end of the transportation industry, ones with bathrooms and showers and 155-inch sleeper, custom sleepers like that. So, but that's because those trucks have to be equipped for you to, if you're running a secure load or something like that, you know, you have to have everything that you need right there. So that's why we equip them the way that we do. So there are options with Expediting for tractor trailers as well.
Currently only on our Panther side.
That is
So
correct.
the only tractor trailers we're running right now are on at Panther. So, and we do have a couple of those open. So if anybody's watching this and you are a team and you are in a tractor now and you're interested in seeing what that is about, reach out to us. Let us know. We do have some really nice custom tractor sleepers that we can couple to fill right now. So
Yeah.
let us know.
Give us a call.
But just a different animal, a different way to look at things as far as expediting goes. Haul a lot of the same freight that OTR does. It's just different with these two carriers. So if you're interested in any of that, let us know. We'd
More
love to hear
specific
from you.
questions like comment, share, call me, email us.
Drop us a line, drop us a note, like and subscribe. I don't know why
Don't scare. We're not going to scare the people
Okay,
off.
sorry.
All right, we got to go, guys.
Okay.
Love you guys.
Check us out.
Peace out.